This truck test is brought to you by Castrol Vecton, performance that speaks for itself. Graeme Wright Carriers from the small village of Puriri at the base of the Coromandel Peninsula recently commissioned this magnificent Volvo FH 16 750 Globetrotter. The big 9-axle stock unit will be seen travelling to all corners of the North Island during its operational life. There's no bigger truck enthusiast than Graeme Wright. He loves trucks as much today as he did when he started out in business over 40 years ago. But as passionate about trucks as he might be, no truck is purchased for any other reason than its ability to be a good investment, practicality, and give outstanding service in operational life. New Zealand has a reputation, as we all know, for destroying trucks with the use of mountains. Every carrier has a hard luck story about some old girl that's given up the ghost climbing to the top of some of our big climbs with a load on its back. But the FH 16 750 is a real reminder that in the last decade, man and machine are starting to win that battle. 750 horsepower, 2,618 foot-pounds of torque, the smoothness of the iDrive gearbox. There's nothing you can put in front of this truck that appears to challenge it. On the day we spent with driver Grant Wharton collecting stock from the eastern side of the Coromandel, the truck ended up grossing out at a shade over 45 tonne, but you absolutely wouldn't have known it from inside the cab. Grant himself comes from a farming background. He's got some land holdings on the eastern side of the Coromandel himself. He's been driving for Gunner since the early 90s, and as a stockman he's acutely aware of the welfare of the cargo, and one of his primary concerns is always the welfare of who's riding on board behind him in the cab. Obviously Grant has all the creature comforts that you could possibly wish for in a top-of-the-line Volvo. Magnificent stand-up cab, television, fridge. The truck is as quiet as you'd expect from a premium Volvo. But that's not where it ends, because the smoothness of the powertrain, the smoothness of the iDrive gearbox, the power of the truck, both horsepower and torque, transpires into a much smoother ride for the stock in the back. So it's not just Grant that benefits from the features of the Volvo, it's the cargo, and at the end of the day, that's supremely important. 750 horsepower initially might seem like a bit of an overkill, but if that overkill transpires to a happier customer, better conditioned cows when they arrive at the destination, and a completely refreshed and hardly fatigued driver, much less truck, then that's got to be good news for the guy that wrote the check out to buy it. Gunner Wright's been in business for 40 years. When he buys a truck, he knows what he's buying. This truck, for all that it is, actually ticks every box that should be ticked when buying a truck for good business decisions.